In this video, we will discuss about reproduction in the protozoa. It may be either sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction, or in some species there is the alteration between the sexual phase and asexual phase, and such type of reproduction is called as alteration of generation or metagenesis. Let us discuss about sexual reproduction. It is again classified as fission or budding. In fission, there is binary fission or multiple fission. Multiple fission is also called as hegogony. And in case of budding, there is external budding or internal budding. And when it comes to sexual reproduction, there is syngamy or conjugation. First, let us discuss about sexual reproduction. It is a simple mitosis, that is nothing but the cell division. In the binary fission, it is the commonest type of sexual reproduction. Here, individual parent cells divide into two identical daughter cells, nearly two equal halves, and it is also called as karyokinesis. Cytoplasmic division is the cytokinesis which follows the nuclear fission, leading to separation of the daughter nuclei based on the plane of the fission. It is the cell membrane which contains the cytoplasm, and it is the nucleus. Cytoplasmic division occurs, then the nuclear division occurs, leading to the formation of two daughter cells, nearly equal half, and this type of fission is called as binary fission. It may be longitudinal or transverse. In case of flagellate, the division is the longitudinal, and in case of ciliate, the division is the transverse. And this is the, in case of flagellates, the division is longitudinal, and in case of ciliates, the division is of transverse. This is about the binary fission. Now let us come to the multiple fission or zygogony. In this type, nucleus divides several times before the cytoplasmic division, and after rapid multiple division of nucleus, cytoplasmic fragmentation occurs, and each fragment surrounding a nucleus. The nuclear division is mitotic or apparently amitotic. In the multiple fission, nucleus is divides several times into many fragments, and each fragment is surrounded by a cytoplasmic membrane, and this type of division is called as the multiple fission or zygogony. And now let us come to the dividing cells, that is the parent shell which is undergoing the multiple fission is known as meront or zygont or segment or gamete, and the daughter cells which are produced from the dividing cells are known as merozoites or zygozoites. Now let us discuss about what is zygont. Zygont is the dividing cell before the release of merozoites. Merozoites is the daughter cells, and it is the multinucleated body. It persists an aggregate of nucleus following the multiple fission of the nucleus in the matrix of cytoplasm. Now, a gamete is a zygont. It is the dividing cell which release merozoites which undergo a repeat zygogony. The merozoites which are released by the dividing cell, that is a gamete, those merozoites undergo repeat zygogony. These merozoites then again start dividing to produce the zygonts. Now let us come to the gamete. It is the zygont in which merozoites become the gametocytes, initiating the sexual phase. The merozoites which are released by the gametes, they will not again divide to undergo zygogony, but the gametes which release the merozoites, these become the gametocyte initiating the sexual phase. This is the difference between the agamete and gamete. Agamete divides to produce merozoites, and those produced merozoites undergo zygogony. But the merozoites which are produced by the gamete, they undergo or become the gametocyte initiating the sexual phase without undergoing the zygogony. Now let us come to the plasmatommy. If a multinucleate cell divides into a portion that are still multinucleate, and the process is called as plasmatommy. It is occur in the hemoproteus. Now let us come to the budding. It is the other type of the asexual reproduction. Here, two or many daughter forms are produced from a parent cell. In this, small daughter individual separates from the side of the mother and grows to a full size. If this is the parent cell, and The daughter cell which arises from the side which will bud and cut off and starts develop into another parent cell. And the division is maybe apparently a mitotic, and the division it is maybe internal or external, and number of buds may vary with the species. Now the budding is again classified as endo Diogen and endopolygyny, ectopolygyny. Endodiogeny, it is the type of internal budding. Endo means internal budding in which two daughter cells are found within the mother and breaks out and destroying it. It is occur in the toxoplasma and sarcocysticis. Endodiogeny is nothing but it is a type of internal budding in which two daughter cells are found within the mother and breaks out and destroy it. By destroying the mother, there is the emergence of the two daughter cell. This is called as endodiogeny. Now let us come to the endopolygyny. Poly means more than two. If more than two daughter cells are produced by internal budding, and the process is known as endopolygyny. Now let us come to the ectopolygyny. If more than two, poly means more than two daughter cells are produced by external budding, and the process is known as ectopolygyny. If this is the parent cell and it divides to produce two daughter cells externally, and such type of budding is called as ectopolygyny. Now let us discuss about what is Mirogonia and Sporoni. As you already learnt, mirons are the dividing cell, which leads to formation of merozoites. Merozoites are formed from the mirons by the process of multiple fission, that is zygogony or budding. It may be endodiogony or endopolygony or ectopolygony. And the process is known as mirogony, which means the formation of merozoites from the mirons by the zygogony. It is called as mirogony. And this is occurs in the apicomplex. And now comes to sporogony. It is the process of formation of sporozoites from the oocyst. It is the asexual reproduction which follows the sexual reproduction following syngamy. Syngamy is the type of sexual reproduction. By fusion of gametes, there is the leads to formation of the zygote, and this is called as the syngamy. And following the syngamy, after formation of the zygote, it may develop to oocyst. And again, oocyst may or may not divide to form the number of sporozoites. And the process of this formation of sporozoites from the oocyst, it is known as the sporogony, and which occurs in the Eimeria, that is in coccidia. And sexual reproduction we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.